What is going on, fellow outlaws? Outlaw Gary here, and in today's video we are talking Red Dead Redemption 2 and the best horses you can find in the game. Now, of course, I've shown many guys on how to get multiple different horses here on the channel, and today I'm showing you guys the best horses available to you if you want to get them at any point in the game. And we are currently in Saint Denis. And if you enjoy the video, drop it a like, show that love, and without further ado, let's get on to my White Arabian. Now, the White Arabian horse, as I've mentioned in the past, is not the best horse in the game. Let's go to the stables real quick and let's talk some of the best horses in the game. So we've arrived at the stables. Let's jump inside really quickly. I'll bring my horse with me. What's cool about the Saint Denis stables is you can buy some of the better horses in the game. Now, it is known that the Arabian horses in Red Dead Redemption 2 are the highest caliber horses. They are the elite, the superior horses, but this does not make them the best horses in the game. Now, there's an overall misunderstanding with horses. As you can see, this is my elite White Arabian horse, and it's a great horse. The issue is that horses and how they're statted do not make them the best horse, and I'll explain this in more detail. As you can see, this is the White Arabian horse. It's maxed out. I have max handling with it, and I've bonded with it to the max, I should say. Elite horses are the best horse, and this horse traditionally can only be found in the wild. Then we have horses like Buell here. Now, this horse is only from a mission, but as you can see, it's a handling standard horse. The horse isn't amazing, but what's great about it is that it has decent speed. As you can see, comparative to Astro, my White Arabian, it's about on the same caliber as my Arabian. Now, the reason why this horse is so different is because it's so large. As many of you guys know, the Arabians as a whole, the horses are just a very scared horse. They're very skittish. They get scared pretty quickly. And that's where horses like the Missouri Foxtrotter come in. As you can see, this horse specifically has the fastest speed. This is the fastest horse in the game. When it comes to speed, it has the most amount of speed comparative to any other horse in the game. But if you're not interested in speed, then the Missouri Foxtrotter isn't a horse for you. Now, what's great is that at the stables at Saint Denis, you can buy different horses. You can buy the Nakota, which is a great horse. As you can see, it also has 7 speed. You could buy a Turkoman, which is also a great horse. It has 6 speed. It has 7 health, 5 stamina, and 5 acceleration. So overall, a pretty great horse. And then we have the Black Arabian, which is just a little bit better than the White Arabian. So the Black Arabian is going to run you $1,050. The White Arabian has 5 health, 5 stamina, 6 speed, and 6 acceleration, where the Black Arabian has 6 health, 6 stamina, 6 speed, and 6 acceleration, with the max number being 7. So if you were to compare the White Arabian and the Black Arabian side by side, the Black Arabian will always be better. Now, there's one Arabian that's better than all the other Arabians, and that's the Rose Gray Bay Arabian. Now, the Arabian that you guys see the gameplay of is coming from my good friend LordKebun. He provided this gameplay. His link will be down in the description. I unfortunately have not had the experience to get this horse. This horse has 7 health, which is the highest, 7 stamina, which is the highest, and then 6 speed and 6 acceleration. By stats alone, this horse is the best horse in the game, hands down, with stats. Only looking at stats, this horse is the best. With this horse, you can also compare it to how it performs in the wild. Once you bond with these horses, yes, there's different ways that you bond with the horse. The Arabians are really great horses because they're pretty sturdy. They're quick and they do what you want it to do. But apparently, comparative to Turkoman and comparative to the Missouri Foxtrotter, they are not as loyal. Does that make sense? They're not as hefty, so they get very, very scared of anything as much as any other horse would. But because they're so small in stature comparative to the other horses, it gets a little freaked out. One thing I've noticed a lot of people are not doing in their playthroughs is using the stable's tack and service system. Now, if you have never checked out this tack and service system, please do it, because this is the only way you're gonna unlock the max speed of your horses. So first things first, let's go to tack and we'll change out the saddle. And if you didn't know, a better saddle allows you to have a better horse. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but you'll see. So with the stirrup, stirrups, as an example, when I change them, you can see that my stats are changing. If I just have the Philly stirrup, my stats don't change. Nothing's different. But once I start adding different stirrups, you will notice that my stats will change. The core percent of stamina that's drained is changed, as well as the amount of speed I get from my horse. So the better the stirrup, the more speed you get. Of course, the last one is the hooded stirrup. It will allow you to have the most speed and the most acceleration out of your horse, but it also drains your core stamina at a different rate than the other stirrups. This drains at 50% rate, where the other ones drain at like 20, 15, 10, etc., etc. So I personally enjoy the hooded stirrup because it allows me to get my max speed. But if you're looking for more stamina, I highly recommend another horse like the Rose Gray Arabian, as it has the most stamina, or the Missouri Foxtrotter or the Black Arabian. The White Arabian only has 5 stamina, and the Turkoman only has 5 stamina. But if you're looking for like sheer speed, definitely the Missouri Foxtrotter is your go-to, as it's the fastest speed horse in the game, but not necessarily the fastest horse when it comes to acceleration, as it only has 5 acceleration comparatively. So I think what Rockstar did really well is they balanced the way that horses work in this game. Every horse has a different reason why you should use it. I personally really enjoy my White Arabian just because it's a white horse. I think it's a really cool feature to have. And I know that towards the end of your Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough, whatever horse you have will not be the horse you take with you to the end game. Unfortunately, I've heard that no matter what horse you have, you will lose your horse at the end. Your horse, unfortunately, will not make it through full story with you as Arthur Morgan. It's sort of a little bit of a problem, I think, but I wish it wasn't like that, but that's just the way they chose to make this game. As well as, if you have never used the horse care package in the stables, it costs $5 and it's so easy to do. It refortifies your stamina and your health. It's really easy to do, so I highly recommend it. And that third little tab next to stamina, health, and the horse icon, that's your bonding level. So you want to make sure that is always at the max, which is 4. If you have not reached max bonding with your horse, make sure you do it. Easy ways to do it. Let me show you really quickly how to do it in game. Just while you're riding around, if you just simply press your L3 down, I can't show you guys because my controller's charging, but if you just press L3 while you're riding, it actually increases bonding, and it just pats your horse. On top of that, simply just holding L1 and brushing your horse is also super easy to do. And I can't do it because right now my dude is, there we go. Now I can. You can just simply brush your horse. That increases bonding as well. And also just cleans your horse if it is dirty. Now, on top of all of this, there is a method to getting the best horse in the game. And I've mentioned this in a previous video that I showcased how to get the best horse in the game. And well, it wasn't like super well received from the community. It didn't do super well, but a lot of you guys got a lot of valuable information out of it. And I want to showcase that method to you guys if that's something you're interested in doing, as it's pretty easy and it's just an easy way to get the best horse in the game. With these horses, you can get any horse that's available in the game at this location. Literally any horse. Whether it's a horse you can only get in the Blackwater stable or a horse that you can only get in St. Denis stables. Any horse can be here, as well as the White Arabian. The White Arabian can only be found in the wild, but with this method, you can actually get the White Arabian to spawn here, and then you simply can just throw a saddle onto it. So it's super easy. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the Rose Gray Arabian and the Missouri Foxtrotter and the Turkoman are only horses available in the Blackwater stable, except the Turkoman, sorry, is actually purchasable at St. Denis stables. Missouri Foxtrotter and Rose Gray Bay Arabian are apparently only Blackwater stable locations, but if you come here, you can get some really good horses sometimes. It varies. You're gonna have to just keep coming here and like reloading your game. Best times to come is early in the morning, anywhere between, I would say, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Is when the horses spawn. And if you don't like these horses, simply just go to the motel or the hotel, the saloon, sleep in the saloon, and then come back, or just reload your save. If you saved like right here, just reload the save over and over and over, but you have to make sure you leave the game. I'll leave in the top right the full walkthrough guide on how to properly do it, as this was just like a quick like look at how to do it, but wasn't like really in detail with everything you should do. One thing I do enjoy though that I want to showcase to you guys is the Turkoman that I have is in the Missouri Foxtrotter are the colors. If you guys don't know, the color of the horse is sometimes the rarity of the horse. I've had a lot of this information that's been available to me and that I've showcased to you guys thanks to the guidebook I've purchased before Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. And the guidebook provided a lot of information that I wouldn't have personally known or been able to find on myself. But the guidebook provides a lot of insight to things like horses, especially their statistics. One thing I've noticed is the guidebook fails to mention and showcase different breeds of horses with different variant of colors. There is some of them that are in the book and some of them just don't appear at all. An example is the rose gold, or the gold, I should say, Turkoman. As you can see, the Turkoman here is gold. Now, for some reason, this horse, when I press R3, it showcases that it's a Turkoman gold male. I've actually had different colored Turkomans that don't appear in the book, and I don't know why. When you look at the stats as a whole, one thing you'll notice is that Arabians you get at the stables and in the wild, for whatever reason, will always be female. I don't know why. The white wild Arabian I have is female. The one you can purchase at the stables is female. If you go to the location I just showed you, those horses spawn as males, which is really weird because I don't know where else you could purchase the male versions of these horses if you didn't get them at the stables. I don't know if that little glitch that I just showcased to you guys is meant to be in the game, but you do get the male versions of the horses, the Arabians, the Turkomans, and furthermore. So this one is male, but I believe if you went there right now to get the same horse, it would be a female, which is really weird. It always gives you the opposite to what you can get at the stables. One thing I like about the Missouri Foxtrotter, not only does it have the best speed in the game, but it also has decent stamina and decent acceleration. It's on par with the Black Arabian if you want to save some money. And if you want to pick this one up, I highly recommend it. The only difference is that the Missouri Foxtrotter has one less health stat than the Black Arabian, but it has one more. No, but it has one more speed than the Black Arabian. So it sort of swaps out a little bit of the stats to increase another stat, but it also has one less acceleration. So overall, as just stats go, the Black Arabian is better, but at the end of the day, it does not matter the horse's stats. It depends on what your preference is. If you want to ride a donkey for the rest of your playthrough, you can. It's really up to you. It does not matter. But at the end of the day, I think this video will provide a lot of great value to those of you guys that wanted more information about horses, that want to learn more about what's the best horse in the game. As statistically, the gameplay right now you see is the best horse in the game. 100%. It's the Rose Gray Bay Arabian with just statistics. But if you want a full experience that you can relate to and you want to bond with a certain horse, and it could be the worst horse in the game, but if you want that to be your horse that you go through the whole playthrough with, it's your choice, guys. It doesn't matter. I can't tell you how to play the game. I'm just informing you of what you can do to improve your gaming experience. But if you want to ride around on a donkey all day, or a slow horse, or you really have bonded with your horse that you truly love, so be it. No big deal. My name is Garrett, better known as Outlaw Gary here on the channel. If you enjoyed the video and it has helped you, drop a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with some brand new videos, right? Later, guys.